I'm at
Whoa.
This is Miss Cord, man. Man, I gotta get a new cord. If it's not my camera one day, it's my mic the other. Like right now, let's go back it up right now. Oh man. What's up, dude?
What's up?
I'm
all right. I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm okay. I'm ready to start week 5.
I know. Me too.
Talk about today. We have the Colts and the freaking Broncos. A lot of injuries. Both teams are missing. Basically, they're missing out on the running backs today.
I don't know. I was thinking about that too when I was thinking about the matchup. I was like, oh, both big running backs gone.
Yeah, Gordon. They don't. Yeah. And then they brought up freaking what Divine. Damn it, what's his name?
Latavius Murray.
No. Well, yeah. Well, Latavius Murray got in the cut already.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, they're like, nah, we're good.
Well, let's bring this guy. Oh, never mind. You were on the practice squad for a reason. You can go back.
Divine Ezigbo got called up. Yeah, so I don't know.
Oh, you lost your mic again.
Yeah, for the simplest little touch it goes on. I have to play with it back in. And what is up? Congratulations, Mike.
Yes, you won the jersey, sir. Congratulations.
Dude, the moment he went to bed, too. Like,
I know.
I'm like, bro, just chill. We're about to do it right now. So yeah. I already put it in. Should be already started, so whenever it gets here. Again, the timeline on these, I haven't seen no more than past 2 months. It is in the middle of the football season, so it's time to get a little bit jacked up. Because I know Mark's, yours was almost 2 months, right? Your new Commanders one.
Mm-hmm.
Mine and Braden's were like,
because they were put in at the same time.
Yeah, mine and
Braden's got there.
We're done in like
3
weeks.
Yeah.
So, the fact that it's a Chargers one, you might be okay. I'm pretty sure
Chargers, nice.
Yeah. So, no, just wait. Let me receive it first. Make sure it's all good, and then I'll hit you up. I'll text you from there. So. That way it's coming to me. That way I could package it the right way and make sure everything's good up to par. And if it's wrong, then I'll send it back before you get it. So don't worry about it. Once I get it, the moment I receive it, I'll hit you up that day, and then we'll talk about the address from there. And then you'll probably receive it. I would expect it within the next 3 to 4 days from the moment I probably text for your address. So don't worry about that. We got you. All right. So both teams missing out on running backs. It's going to be interesting to see how both these offenses are also struggling. I hope
Russ
it's not
is injured too.
Game. Yeah, Russ. I think he's still going to play.
I think he trust him? But I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
We've seen him play injured before. Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler, and freaking Montreal Washington are going to be his main receivers. And then you got on the other side, Michael Pittman, of course, Alex Pierce, Paris Campbell, and freaking Ashton Dulin. Did you know Michael's best friend was cut from the team? What's his face? Daxton or whatever. He was. I thought he was going to be the next upcoming thing, and then they cut him. I forgot what his name is. But if you watched Hard Knocks last season, you would see him. Or if you watch his YouTube, Michael Pittman's YouTube channel is not that bad actually. Yeah, congrats on the win for sure from the Nerd Huddle, from everyone from the Nerd Huddle.
Absolutely. All right.
But yeah. The only main question is who's the tight end going to be? Mo Alley Cox or Jelani Woods, because it seems like
Right? They're switching right now.
it is. It really is.
They're alternating.
But for me, I think I'm going to put Mo Alley Cox before I put Jelani Woods, even though I like Jelani Woods. It seems like Mo Alley Cox gets more of the targets. I mean, last week he got 6. The year before, or week before that was 3, and then 2. Where Jelani Woods is barely upcoming. What's crazy is the week he scored those 2 touchdowns were 2 of his 3 targets.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then last week is just 1. So I'm gonna go Mo Alley Cox on that one. Just the way things will pan out. So very interesting to see what happens. I think it's gonna come down to the defenses. And right now the Colts defense is kind of banged up right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. What do you think on these? Like, I'm hoping it's not a boring game, but
I agree. 6-7, Lord.
I think Braden has this fascination that I like tall guys. Tight ends are supposed to be tall. Braden, man. Just comes in here and that's the first thing he says. How are you doing, buddy? God. No.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a close game. Like right now, I'm leaning towards the Broncos just because they're at home.
Mm-hmm.
But if the Colts win, I don't think I'd be too surprised at this point. Like it's just
Now,
been
what's
one of
crazy?
those years.
Yeah, what's crazy is, I want to see how much they use freaking Philip Lindsay. They called him up from the practice squad today.
Right?
I want to see how they use him. Because he was on the team preseason and he got cut. And wasn't he on the team last year on the practice squad or something like that?
Well, he was on. I don't think he was on the Colts. He started on the Texans and then ended up somewhere else. Maybe it was the Colts. I don't know.
I thought it was the Colts.
But I know he started
During
with the
preseason.
Texans last year, and then
he got
they
elevated
cut
from practice
him,
squad.
and he ended up
Yeah,
going somewhere else.
They're
Because
saying
he got
revenge
like
game
during the end of the season, he was actually like playing, and I was like, wait, he's on that team? Like what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was preseason is where we were seeing him. And no one's called him up, so now that JT is gone, they're gonna call up Philip Lindsay. It wouldn't surprise me if Hines gets a majority of the work.
I would like to
what's
see
crazy is
Hines get the majority of the work.
nobody talked about him during all these waivers. Everyone was talking about Aljair and
Boom.
freaking who else was trending?
Boone.
Yeah, Boone, Caleb Huntley, Latavius Murray, which is funny because those who burned on Latavius Murray, yeah, that's sorry. I mean, they just
It was the Dolphins. That's where he showed up last year. It was the Dolphins. I was like,
Philip Lindsay?
Yeah, I was like, when did Philip Lindsay end up on the Dolphins?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I saw him in the preseason this year. But yeah, no,
this year.
You're right. It was Dolphins last year.
Oh, this year he was probably on the Colts.
Also with the jersey, I'll be hanging it up in the room. Hey man, you can wear it all you want if you want. It's yours, dude. So I mean, it's up to you. I hope the size fits. Is that? I mean, yeah, you've had jerseys before. He has a Trace McSorley one, so yeah. I think I'll remember that one. So no, I just think it's gonna be interesting on how. Yeah, he was on the preseason Colts, but got cut. Yeah, he doesn't play special teams, which is crazy. You know, Philip Lindsay's career has been really interesting to me. This guy had back-to-back years, 1,000 yards with the Broncos, and then they brought Melvin Gordon in after that second year, and then after that they drafted Javonte Williams. I think by then Lindsay was gone already by then, but it was just interesting on how. Honestly, I hope he just. I think he just blows it up today. That'd be great, man. So yeah, So yeah, Latavius Murray, who's added on the Broncos added off the Saints practice squad, is not expected to be ready to suit up for Thursday's game, according to Ian Rappaport. So, never mind. So they didn't necessarily.
So he's still there.
He's
just
still
not gonna
there.
play.
He's just not playing
Okay.
tonight.
I was gonna
So,
say,
again, people probably used a high waiver pick on this guy. I wouldn't have. But I mean, it depends on how, I guess, situation. But I mean, he's going to be ready for week 6 against the Chargers, is what they're saying.
Okay.
So
he's still there. He's just.
I don't. How do you feel about that? Do you really think he's going to do anything though?
I don't know. I feel like Latavius Murray is that guy that, like, no matter how hard you try to get rid of him, he's just always there. Like, he went to Baltimore last year. Then he goes back to the Saints. Now he's with – he started with the Raiders, right? And then they were like, we brought in Jacobs. And so then he goes to the Vikings because Cook got hurt. Like, it's just wherever a running back gets hurt, Murray shows up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't think that's going to be effective as much longer because, I mean, he's 32 years old, man. So I don't know how much.
I know,
longer
but I just find it fascinating that when a running back goes down, the first name you always seem to hear is Latavius Murray.
Yeah, and then there's a guy. There's a guy called Deion Jackson, who they brought up as well. The Colts. Seems like rookie, I think, out of Duke, 6 foot 218. So I don't know how that's going to play out too. He's going to be their third down running back. I'm assuming behind Philip Lindsay. So we'll see how they factor this in.
Dang.
I'm not sure how it plays. Yeah. Hey, that's a true football fan though. But yeah, no, Michael, when it gets to you, let me know how it fits though, because some of these sizes are a little weird and iffy. So, yeah, we'll figure that out later dates. But no, so I don't know. I'm excited for this game. At the same time, I'm like, what am I gonna expect? Like, I really hope it's not another Niners Broncos game. But then there's a good possibility that's gonna happen.
I agree, but I feel like this should be a little more exciting than that.
I just hope that it gets aired out a lot. If there's a lot of like bombs to Michael Pittman, a lot of bombs to Jerry Jeudy, I think this game could get interesting. Because the Colts are missing both their safeties, are they not?
I believe so.
Of someone else?
Though their defense is pretty banged up at this point.
Pretty sure they're missing both their safeties right now, which means it opens it up. Julian Blackman, Forrest, Stefan. No, they're good. Yeah, Stephon Gilliam is hamstring. I'm trying to think of who I was thinking that lost their both their safeties this week. Shaquille Leonard obviously is gone, so we'll see a lot of freaking. Zaire Franklin taking majority of those basically being the commander there in the defense. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting today. I feel like I should be more excited. I'm just hoping this game opens it up for week 5. That opens like just a good game. And overall, I don't think it's going to be anything. What's up?
The offensive lineman that we really liked from 2 years ago, who plays for the Broncos, is out.
Oh,
Quinn Marinez. Yeah, he's not playing. Damn, that sucks.
Wow. I mean, it is. Don't the Colts are missing linemen too? I feel like they're missing linemen on both sides of the ball, or both teams are missing both offensive linemen. What's up, Anthony?
We both
we're just talking about today's game. I mean, it's not going to be a long stream or anything. We're just kind of like talking about the Colts and Broncos. I should do though. See what you guys think. Let me put a poll to see
Okay,
what
so
you guys
see,
think.
I wasn't sure about DeForest Buckner, but I guess he had a full practice yesterday, so he's
Did
playing.
he? Okay.
Yeah. I was like, if you don't have DeForest Buckner and you don't have Shaquille Leonard, I was like, you in trouble.
Yeah. No. I
was like, the Broncos. Okay, so over under 1.5 fumbles for Melvin Gordon. And if he does fumble, is he taken out of the game?
I don't. You know what? I don't think he fumbles today. I think in his mind, that's going to be his first priority. And I think instead of rather trying to break the tackle, I think he's going to wrap that ball up and just take the hit and go down.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's the main guy now. Or he has to be.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like with that, there's a little less. I feel like if Williams was still there, there might be some pressure to like definitely not fumble. But I feel like with Williams not being there, like even if he does fumble, I feel like he's got a little sigh of relief knowing, well, I mean, who are they going to put Boone in full time? Like I highly doubt that's going to happen.
If I would put Mike Boone in, if you're going to fumble on me, guy, I'm going to go to Mike Boone. Like, I can't trust you.
I don't know. I feel like there's a little less urgency for him to get replaced if he fumbles.
I mean,
well, here you go.
Murray,
who has more fumbles, Gordon or Matt Ryan?
I don't know.
It depends if Bradley Chubb can get to Matt Ryan.
Oh, we'll see a couple sacks today,
I'm
for sure. I think on both sides. Because it seems like Wilson sometimes is lost back there. I'm not counting. I know last week was probably the week that he was going to immerse and do a little better. I think that they're probably going to start clicking here from here on out. And it wouldn't surprise me if Matt Ryan kind of turns it up today too. It's just, again, they're going to have to. They have to. They have no freaking, like, their legit main running backs are gone. And both sides have like banged up receivers. Michael says Gordon. I don't think he's gonna fumble. I really think he's just gonna take the hit and he's not gonna fight for yardage. I think he's gonna cover the ball up, and I don't think he's gonna fumble.
Well, I really hard if his first touch he fumbles.
Yeah, so will I.
Mart over here. He's not going to fumble, man. He's not going to fumble.
I don't think he will. But
I don't think he will either. Because I think he definitely knows he's close to not having a job if he keeps doing what he's doing.
He's out for sure. This is gonna be his last year. He ain't doing anything after this, man. There's no way.
You said that last year.
Yeah, and then they signed him. All right, we're at 50-50 on the poll here. Colts and Broncos. But no, I don't think it's going to be quite as I don't know, man. Is it weird that I'm going into this game like not expecting a big giant game, even though I want a nice game, like a big, I don't know.
Oh, that's the other big stuff too. Braden brings this up. If the Colts get destroyed, does that mean Frank Wright's gone? I heard after this week there could be upwards of 3 coaches fired.
Yeah, usually about week 5 is when they start cutting.
Yeah,
it's usually about week 5, and that's kind of seems to be the trend in the NFL. After week 5, if they lose, they're kind of just like done.
I heard Matt Rule would be the first coach fired.
Yeah, they've been begging for him to be gone.
But I heard he won't be alone. He could have Ron Rivera next to him.
I have too much faith in Gordon. Well, look.
You might. I mean, dude already has like how many fumbles on the year?
Yeah, I know. 4. It's 4.
Is that how many he has, or is that how many he has lost?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me look that up. I don't know.
Exactly.
Let me look that up.
That's 2 different things.
I know who has them. It's so easy to navigate. I know who has them.
Oh yeah, my dad.
Yeah. He's lost 2 of them.
So 4
but he has
total.
fumbled. But 4, but he only lost 2 of them.
Okay.
Houston, he didn't give anything. Look, I'm telling you, I think his main priority right now, he's just going to take the hit. He's not going to fight for yardage. This is last season, I'm telling you.
Well, I agree that he's probably going to be extra careful. But Braden brings up a good point that if they do lose tonight, they have extra time to get the new interim head coach in place. So it could leave the door open.
That's true. That's true. You know what's crazy is coming into the season, man, I'm like, dude, this team is going to look good. They have all the right pieces. They've been, freaking swapping out quarterbacks to find the right guy.
Right.
And I really thought Matt Ryan would go over there and just turn it up like he did with Ridley and Jones and have that with Alex Pierce, Campbell, and freaking Pittman. Clearly that's not the case. When they tied against the Colts or the Texans, I was like, that's just week 1. That's a fluke.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm starting to see this weirdness. Like, do they really suck? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that it's just crazy how, 3 off seasons ago, they were just like, oh, we just need a quarterback, and this team's going to be one of the best teams in the NFL. And then they got Phillip Rivers, and he got them to 11 wins in the playoffs. Yeah. And they lost in week 1. They're like, see, we just need that quarterback. And then they brought in Carson Wentz, and they regressed to 8 wins. And then they're like, still that quarterback. And then everyone's like, Matt Ryan. And now it's like you said, they tied the Texans, but I do agree that I wasn't panicking too much because I was like, it's week 1. Week 1's the craziest week usually. You have your bigger upsets. People, especially when you have all these people who didn't play in preseason and all that. So I wasn't too worried. And then they looked so bad in week 2 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was like, what is happening now? What is happening now?
And we've seen these teams do really good. And they're like, oh, they just need a couple of pieces. And then the following year, the next couple games, they're just complete trash. And it's weird. Yeah. So Legacy the GOAT. How you doing, bud? Says, is it time to sell Najee?
It's a good question.
He's played Cincinnati.
Maybe.
Played Cincinnati, scored, had 10 attempts, 15 attempts on New England, 15 attempts Cleveland, and 18 attempts New York Jets. They're utilizing him. The problem is he's not doing anything.
He's not producing with the touches, yeah. That's what I said.
And
I think in redrafts, it's totally time to sell him, I think.
Yeah, redraft, I agree.
But Dynasty, it's still too early. Way too early.
Because here's what Najee's facing the next couple weeks. He's got Buffalo, he's got Tampa Bay, and he's got Miami. Then he's got Philadelphia. That's 4 freaking hard defenses in a row. And then they got the bye week. Mm-hmm. Then they come back to what New Orleans, Cincinnati always gives them hell. Indianapolis might be a good game to play, but are you really going to wait till week 12? Then you got Atlanta 13th, Baltimore 14th.
Yeah, so it's not getting any easier at all.
It's. I think if you're in a redraft league, I think it's time to sell them and for the name and maybe get yourself.
Braden does bring up a good point though. Maybe wait a week or 2 because it is true. We should see what he does under center with Pickett. Maybe he does better. I don't know. It's true. It's a good point.
Yeah, but what if he sucks? What if he sucks and then nobody wants him? If you sell him, I get that. I get it. But if you sell him now, knowing what he is, and then you can arguably say this is what you probably could get out of him with Pickett coming in. Would you be okay? And I know this might be a little bit low on some people's radar, but I'm going to say it anyways. Let's see here. Let me bring up the seasonal stats right here. I'm going to see who we got here. I'm going to give you some names and see who you think is worth it right now. My computer works right now. Jesus, come on. Because Najee Harris, I don't know, man. I was out on him. I know you're kind of. I don't know. You were on him. You just drafted him in our Build the Blocks league.
Yeah, I kind of
So-
regret it.
Okay, all right.
Not gonna lie.
Okay,
It was regrettable.
okay. So
I was looking at the current matchup, and I thought against the Jets he might do something, but I didn't look at the future, which I should have. And yeah, I kind of regret it.
he's not doing that great.
Oh no,
And
I have him in another league, so I can tell you he's not doing great.
you're not going to get Sanders out of him. You're not going to get Jamal Williams out of him.
I mean, it's possible if you're dealing with someone who doesn't really know what they're doing.
Well, yeah, I mean that is a good possibility, but A.J. Dillon.
Oh. And then Braden was saying that he thinks the Colts, especially the O-line, are struggling, having a hard time adjusting to another QB, new cadences where he likes to be, and that's making them frustrated. Could be. And then I completely agree with you, Mr. Michael. Jacksonville is a very underrated team. We are high on them. We just didn't think they'd be this good this early. Like we like what they did, especially on defense. We've liked Trevor Lawrence since he was, a freshman at Clemson. So
yeah, but
like we were high on this team. Yeah, I was too. We've been high on Jacksonville. We just thought it might take a year, maybe two, before they, but they seem like Doug Peterson must be doing something right.
Well, it depends. When you're getting coached by a man-child and then coached by a real coach,
right?
There's a big difference. All right, so I'm gonna give you these names, and I'm offering you Najee Harris. Okay.
Okay. Is this like a straight up or?
Yeah, straight up.
Okay.
So I'm the Najee Harris owner. I want to know if you would actually do this trade. Because I'm trying to find Najee Harris on my rankings right now, and I can hold on. Yeah, go ahead, read off these comments while I look for.
I don't have a backup QB. Should I sign Matt Ryan off waivers? He's looking a little better now than the first couple weeks. Those first couple weeks were rough.
I like having a backup.
Oh, I love having a backup quarterback too.
Just because then you're not streaming. Where is Najee Harris? Holy crap.
And then to answer your other question, but should he do Matt Ryan? Do you think that's a viable option now?
I think you can do.
I think as the season goes on, I think Matt Ryan and the Colts will get better. I do. So I think as of right now, that might not be horrible. Like I said, the first couple weeks he did look pretty bad, but I think as they get more comfortable with what he does, they should do better. And he's got Michael Pittman. That's Pittman, right? 11?
Yeah. They have Michael Pittman. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
There he is. 36. Okay.
And then we got Legacy the GOAT said, I would trade Najee for a receiver?
No.
I mean, if you're solid at running back.
Look, the way the running backs are falling right now, I'm not going to give up a running back for a receiver. I'm just sorry. I can't. The running backs are more. They're more like gold. Okay. Once you lose a freaking running back, then you're struggling to try and find one. And then your first waiver is going to be Mike Boone, Latavius Murray.
You don't even know if you're going to have. You drafted like 5 running backs and you were lucky enough to get like Miles Sanders as your third running back, or like, you know what I mean?
Like, I mean, if you're ended up with like, if you drafted, I don't know, CMC, Saquon, or one of those guys, top guys, and then your third or second, fourth guys are Hunt, Dillon, and Sanders, then yeah, I think you're fine.
Well, no, if you have Harris, then I think that was probably.
But I mean,
your second pick, first pick.
Yeah, Harris is probably your first, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you're lucky enough
If I gave you Najee for Jeff Wilson, would you trade up Jeff Wilson?
See, that's a hard one. Like immediately, I kind of want to say yes, just because Jeff Wilson is performing and he's doing good. But there's that question mark of when Mitchell returns, is he still going to be the guy? So, like short term, that looks like a sexy trade for you, but long term, there's no telling what that yields. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's a tough one for me.
Dalvin Cook.
I would do it. I think Dalvin Cook has more upside going into the rest of this year. Than
You would trade away Dalvin Cook for my Najee.
Oh no, I thought I was trading Najee.
No,
for Dalvin
I'm the
Cook.
Najee owner. Okay. I'm trading.
Oh, so you're Najee? No, I would not trade Dalvin Cook for Najee. No, that's an
he's not doing so hot this year. You know that, right? Okay.
I know Cook isn't, but I feel like going into the rest of the year, Cook has way more upside than Najee does.
Kareem Hunt.
Now that's sad. A backup for Najee? I don't think I'd do it. I just don't think I'd do it.
Joe Mixon.
No, absolutely not.
Antonio Gibson.
See, now that one I might do, just because with Robinson coming back, I feel like Gibson will still be the number one guy, but I feel like slowly as the season progresses, his production is going to go down.
All these guys are a few points slightly better than him right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Not by much. So it only makes me think like Cook, Mixon, they're all in the same boat.
Yeah,
as Harris. But I don't think Harris is going to get out of this rut right now.
That's the problem. Is those guys, I feel like for the outlook of the rest of the season, their ceilings are going to be a lot higher than Harris.
Yeah. The only reason
except for Gibson. Gibson would be the one I might.
Yeah. I don't know, like if unless you're set at receiver, I would try and get, or if you're set at running back, yeah, you can trade him for maybe a receiver and a tight end for the name and hopefully you can sell him. But again, it's going to be tough because no one's going to want someone who's that like, and it sucks because you used the first round on him.
Yep.
So I don't know. I feel like you're going to have to bite the bullet and go for someone like a backup. Hunt, AJ Dillon, maybe Chase Edmonds. Isaiah Pacheco might actually interest me, but that is one hell of a gamble right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I don't know. Just that. Martinez. No, I don't. It's a Michael Pittman.
Well, that guy retired. Cole Beasley.
Yeah, no.
He gone.
Yeah, Cole Beasley would have. They would have no. The Bills jerseys look different. The Colts one has the 3 stripes.
Oh, well, plus the blues are different. Bills have a darker blue.
Bit, yeah. I might trade Swift before he comes back.
Whoa, Michael, take yourself easy on that one. I'm guaranteeing you when Swift comes back, he will be the number one back still.
Yeah, Swift is. Look, I'm not doing that. Jamal Williams is going to get the goal lines on some of those parts, but Swift is just too good for them to just give Jamal Williams the backup.
In the goal line situations, even when Swift was playing, Jamal Williams was getting the goal line touches.
But the running backs coach loves Swift too much. He believes that he is the best running back and he could be the best running back in the league, which is a very good possibility because we've seen what he can do. But I'm not doing that. I'm disagreeing with that. I'm not going to do that. Unless you're gonna bank on like some really good player, but Swift, you use them probably in your first 6 rounds in your draft, and unless it's for one of those running backs that's better, which clearly right now none of them are.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep them.
No,
I
keep them too.
Swift and Williams are almost so good that you could throw them both out there.
You made a trade offer for Kelsey? I don't know. I like your silence over here. Yeah, I was going to say.
Maybe.
I know. As soon as I saw that too, I was like, well, that kind of changes things a little bit. I mean, if you could get Kelsey for him.
He's the only tight end that matters right now, but him and Andrews. I don't hate that. I think it's fine. Najee's at my flex. I got CMC at the 104, and I just traded Higgins for Dalvin Cook. Oh, hey, there you go. That's good.
Yeah,
like
CMC and Dalvin. Nice.
Yeah. And Najee. But, I mean, I don't think Najee's going to do much, though. You think St. Brown will play? Think Khalil Herbert will do good if he starts. I don't know if I don't think St. Brown's playing. Is he?
I gotta check.
Crap.
That. I know he was questionable. And then
I don't think he's
Montgomery,
playing.
I know is out. Montgomery's out again, isn't he?
Montgomery, yeah.
I believe he is.
Montgomery's gone. Hold on. Let me see here. I think I actually just got the notification for St. Brown. Hold on. Montgomery was upgraded to limited practice, but not practicing due to his ankle, so we don't know about that. Gabriel Davis. I didn't get anything about I don't think St. Brown's gonna play.
Yeah, he didn't practice again today. They said
I don't think he's gonna play.
Yeah, they're saying Sleeper was saying that look to tomorrow, and if he practices in any capacity, that opens the door to him to be able to play. If he doesn't practice, he probably won't play.
Yeah, I'm not. Was it a high ankle sprain?
I just said ankle sprain. I didn't see whether it was high or low.
If it's high, I'm not putting him in. The lower ones can potentially be taped up to where there's less movement in the joints, but the high ankle sprains are a little bit more difficult for these guys to especially receivers or running backs. I'm not liking that. And I honestly, then I'm looking, I don't even see the update on that either. It's just his ankle, which could be anything. He could have just got stepped on and it's just sore and swollen right now. So
yeah,
I would keep an eye on that still. Just I don't, but yeah. And Khalil Herbert's going to be used, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that too, but the problem is, I think every receiver for them is hurt right now.
They all are, yeah. Yeah, they all are.
So, I mean, they got to play somebody.
Isn't DJ Chark coming back this week, though?
Is he? I know he's still injured, too. Cephas,
Chark. I think
Reynolds
Chark actually
got hurt.
Reynolds did get hurt.
Yeah, I was like, good Lord.
Quintus Cephas not bad. We might see Khalif Raymond.
I know Hawkinson was questionable going into the game that he
We might see some good Khalif Raymond. We haven't seen him.
I need a tight end. It's crazy. Yeah, I have a league where I've been basically getting a new tight end every week, and it's not fun.
Try it, Michael. If you can get Kelsey right at like for Swift, I mean, I don't think that's a bad trade, especially if you got Jamal Williams. So all my apps says St. Brown will still questionable, and Montgomery practice today. Yeah, but still, regardless of the fact, he might re-aggravate it. Even when Montgomery was there, Herbert was still being used. So it wouldn't surprise me. A lot of these teams use two backs. I'm still okay with Herbert playing. I would put him in. So I haven't checked your fantasy app. And you're thinking, he was thinking the bye week next week, Lions would sit him.
Yeah.
If they were smart, they would. But I think Jared Goff somehow makes it. Look, the New England defense is not. For some reason, they're just letting everyone throw on them. Which is really weird. I would expect better from them. But it seems like everyone is just like torching them. So Jared Goff might actually have a decent game this week again. So that's something to keep an eye on.
Is Jared Goff the real deal?
No. I mean, he's okay.
All you guys over here criticizing me when
I
I
don't
said I
think-
think the Lions might keep Goff because I think they really like him.
No, I agreed with you with Colt, or for next year. For this season, yeah. Since
But-
after the draft they didn't get a rookie, I'm like, okay, they're gonna keep him this season. They may or may not push another season with Goff to balance both sides of the ball. And then I think maybe another year with Goff after this season. We might see this season and next season with Goff, and then they decide to get their rookie quarterback.
Well, you were saying that they were going to try to get Stroud or Young.
Depending on where they end up in the draft.
And
if they end up,
I don't think so. I think they're going to. I think they really like Goff.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think all right. Originally, so if they do good, I think they keep him. But if they end up in the top 3, there's a good possibility they end up changing their minds.
I'm pretty sure he's like
we've seen it
right now.
Do this all the time, and then we think a team's going to go in there and get a quarterback, and they don't. And then they prove us wrong with Geno Smith. God,
I think this offseason they're going to go hardcore on defense because I feel like that's the only thing holding them back from being a playoff contender right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're averaging 35 points a game on offense and then you're averaging giving up 35.3 on defense.
Yeah. I like what Michael said here, though. When Swift comes back, though.
He's going to be a menace to the league. Oh, he is. He was a menace to
and
the
you know
league
what's crazy?
before he left.
I have him in my dynasty league, and my running backs are like I've always been this way with running backs. I always try to get a decent amount, knowing and predicting that they're gonna get hurt. I always plan for 2 of them to be lost for about a good handful of weeks. Meaning I have 3 more to run with. I'm honestly hoping that they keep them. Like today, they even said that they're going to keep them out until after the bye week, which I'm totally okay with. But I guess if you're in a redraft league and you want to push for Kelsey, in a redraft league, you don't have that much time because it's this season or nothing.
Right.
But for me, I got Swift for.
I mean, you lose Swift for 3 weeks, and you lose those 3 weeks. Next thing you know, you're like 1-4 or 2-3.
Yeah.
I mean, getting a guy like Kelsey could change your fortunes for 4 weeks in a row and put you back in the thick of things.
Yeah. And then who knows? Maybe another running back will go down and you pick up that guy. I don't know. Fantasy football is a weird place. I can only predict what may or may not happen. And sometimes coaches do some weird things that none of us see. I'm excited for today. I want to see what the Colts do.
Never mind. Apparently he's 4-0. So go get Kelsey and dominate it more.
Straight off Swift. Oh man, Michael, that's funny, dude. Yeah, because I'm just thinking like this Najee one is kind of bugging me. Like, there's really like for those who drafted Sanders, good for you. I said that before the season started. If you draft Sanders in the 7th round this season, he might be a steal.
Whoever got Sanders got him for such a steal.
Oh, yeah.
That's just because of how bad his season was the year before and no one having trust that the Eagles were going to actually run. Oh, he's got Chubb and Henry? This guy.
Yeah. How the hell did you? Oh, I remember he traded for Henry.
Though. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember.
He traded for Henry. But if you trade Swift away for Kelsey, I think you're still going to be fine, my guy. You're going to be just fine.
Right.
But yeah, no. Other than that, though, man, I got nothing else. Hold on. Let's check the poll. Where we at? We're still at 50-50.
Where we at on the poll? Oh, damn.
50-50. Let me refresh it. Hold on. Yeah, we're still at 50-50. Nice. Mark, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with the Broncos. I feel I mean, it depends on this injury to freaking Russ, though. What is it? Is it his non-throwing shoulder? Is it a Baker
Yeah.
injury, or did he hurt his
No,
throwing shoulder?
actually, I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't even look at that. I should probably look at that because I have him on like.
I mean, either way,
Two
it's still
of my
going to
leagues.
make him not
It doesn't say.
just a shoulder, right?
Brayden, what is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
right
maybe.
shoulder. It's his throwing shoulder.
Oh, jeez. Jeez.
his throwing
I
shoulder.
think he's gonna tough it out. This guy plays through injuries, man. He's
I think he will too. But how bad do you think an injury in your throwing arm is gonna? It's gonna be
This
dinks
guy-
and dunks, man.
This guy played with the
tight
crooked
ends
finger
and the
last
flats, screens. Yeah, and he
know.
sucked.
year. Yeah, I
don't
know.
know
but
how
he's
he
still gonna.
turned that performance into his $500 million contract extension, but he did.
Who are they gonna put? Freaking. What's his name? Brett Ripon or something. Whatever. That's their backup. Ripon, yeah.
Hey, I
It's
like his uncle.
Rypien.
Yeah, his uncle won a Super Bowl with the Washington.
No,
91.
he's not. No.
And you know what his first name was? Mark Ripon. That's right. Mark won a Super Bowl.
Whoop-de-doo.
Ooh, the glory years. When I was 8. It's been that long.
I can't even recall those games. I don't even know those games. I'm sorry, Mark. Well, I don't even know. Was I even?
Yeah,
No,
you
we
were
won't
3. You were 3.
Was I?
I'm only 5 years older.
I
than
don't
you.
know what
Calm
year
down.
that was.
I said 91. Well, 92.
I was about 2 years old.
I'm sorry. You were born in 88, sir.
But the fact is that the Super Bowl was played
In
on-
92. But the Super Bowl was in
on
92.
February.
In 92, though. It was
I
the
wasn't
91
even-
season. So you were 3.
1,
You were 3.
2,
You were
barely.
3.
I think. Yeah, whatever.
You were 3 in like a month.
Whatever, dude.
Because I was 8. But that Super Bowl is why I became a Washington fan. Because I remember watching it in my house in Maryland. And we destroyed the Bills. Like 37-21. And it was just, I remember celebrating.
I wouldn't know that feeling.
Enjoying it. Yeah,
I
I know.
wouldn't know that feeling.
Trust me, it's a distant memory at this point.
I also have DeAndre
it could
Hopkins,
be
which
worse.
Comes back will be no, absolutely not. I don't think he will. Mark thinks he will. I don't think he will. For say
You don't
monster,
think.
I don't think
Oh, yeah.
monster. I think he's
gonna-
no.
Murray's
I'm
going
out
to
on
get 40
Hopkins.
points a game. He's going to get 25 points a game. It's going to be great.
No.
I'm going to dominate the Nasty League. I'm going
Absolutely
undefeated
not.
after
I
week
think
6.
he's going to be trash.
Taking the championship home.
I think he's going to be trash.
Can't be any worse than Juju Smith-Schuster, okay?
Juju's going to pop off this week.
Oh, no, he's not. No. What evidence do you have to predict
I'm
this?
telling you, the Raiders cannot stop the pass.
Okay, I get that, but that means Kelsey's going to go off. That means Valdez-Scantling might go off. That means Sky Moore will probably go off. Whoever the friggin'
I'm
83
saying
and
Juju's-
84 tight ends are
this
that
is
get a touchdown
Juju's
a game will go off.
This is Juju's
Juju
week.
Still going to get
I'm-
nothing.
I'm telling you now, this is Juju's week. Look, we'll come back the following week and I'm like, okay, I was wrong.
I don't even think he sniffed 5 points yet this year. 5.
Hey, look, I think this is his week.
And I've
This is
started
great.
him every game because I don't have any other receivers.
Hopkins
because I
was
suck.
injured all last year and still put up decent amount of points. Yeah, I know. but
Yeah,
I think-
see. He had one game where he had 2 catches, and he still got like 15 points off those 2 catches, okay?
No, Hopkins is Julio Jones 2.0. I'm telling you guys.
No, that's false. Julio Jones was never suspended for PEDs, okay?
I'm not talking about the suspension. I'm talking about his body not being as good as Marquise Brown is going to be continue to be number one. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's what's going to happen. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not always right, but I feel like that's the case. I'm the only one who thinks this, and that's totally fine. I don't care. I don't care what the rest of them.
Oh, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not disagreeing with you. DeAndre Hopkins is close to being Julio Jones. But Julio Jones was still good until about 30, 31, 32.
Yeah, guess how old DeAndre is?
29. I know exactly how old.
No, he's 30.
Is.
He's
Does
30.
he turn 30?
Yeah, remember I went to his birthday party. Oh, you don't remember?
Oh, I lied. Juju got 8.9 against the Colts. It's the only time he sniffed. The only time he sniffed over 5 points.
Look, I think. Look, it's fine. It's fine, Mike. Look, 4.9. I argued with the rest of the nerd huddle, and I'm the only one on this island with Hopkins not being a beast this year. And I think it's gonna be Marquise.
I think D-Hop getting this extra time with the suspension, and then the time he got at the end of last year, I think he'll be rejuvenated enough to have a good year this year. And then if he could stay healthy next year, he could be good. But then I think after next year, the wheels are probably falling off. For sure.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay, what does he come back week 6 or after week 6?
After week 6, he has 6.
So he's coming back to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He might be a little weird and rusty there. Then he might do good. He might do good against Minnesota, and he might do good against Seattle. So I'm going to take some heat for about 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. But after that, it's done. After week 10, I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think he's going to be your savior after that.
Well, of course it's not going to happen after week 10. Call of Duty comes out. So Kyler Murray's not going to be able to get him the ball.
They were still productive. They're still productive. Look, it's not. I don't think he's going to be able to handle it. But hey, look, that's just me. Do I like DeAndre Hopkins? Yeah, he's a wonderful receiver. I like watching him. I love what he's done. But I still think that Marquise Brown is going to be the main guy. Agree to disagree, and that's totally fine with me. But hey, it is what it is. We have kickoff in about 3 hours. So I hope you have Amazon Prime. If not, it's on Twitch. But yeah. Be sure you put your Thursday guys, whoever you're playing tonight, in your main lineups, not in your flexes. That's all I got to tell you. Other than that, I'm out. That's just reminder.
I know it's a big tafu, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I don't think it's that big a deal.
No, it's not. But I mean, you never know.
This week and last week, my 2 starting running backs and my flex all played at 10 in the morning. I was like, oh,
yeah,
cool.
But it's always best to put them in the later game. You never know. Something might happen.
Oh, I know. Exactly. I get that.
But,
someone, foot got ran over by a cart in practice. He's out for the game. Oh, crap.
Yeah, walking to the locker room, he slipped.
Right.
I don't know. All right, let's check the poll. We're still at 50-50. All right, this is going to be a close one. You think it's going to be a high game or a low game?
I think it'll be low to medium. I can't see either team
Battle
scoring.
Of the kickers.
No teams getting into the 30s. That's for sure.
It's going to be.
I think it'll be low 20s.
Kicker fiasco.
Yeah.
Oh man, if it's Battle of the Kickers, that'd be great. Oh, it just changed. Someone went to Broncos. All right. According to the chat, was that you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I haven't voted.
All right. So according to the chat, we're at 57% Broncos. All right, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Again, it was just talking about today's game and a few questions. Not too exciting. Tomorrow we may or may not come on. I haven't decided yet. Ooh, look
Okay.
at this. 27-23 Colts win.
I'll just be doing homework, so just keep me posted.
That's it. I'm gonna go with Colts as well. And that's not a bad score.
That's kind of high.
I think it'll be more like, I don't know, 17-14.
I was thinking maybe 2017.
Okay. For all we know, it could be 12-9, and it's nothing but kickers. Yeah. All right. Anyways, all right, we're out of here. Mike, again, congratulations on yesterday's jersey. Again, once it gets here, we'll go from there. But right now, it's just a waiting game. But yes, you are the winner. It is mid-season, so I cannot tell you when that will arrive. The most we've waited was 2 months. That was the most. But even then, you'll get it before the season.
I think both of my jerseys took like 2 months, but I think they were both ordered like in season.
Really? I can't remember.
I think my first one took a while too.
There it goes, 62%. All right, it's climbing. We're going to Broncos. Everyone's going Broncos. Interesting.
Well, not everyone. It's not 100% Broncos.
Well, I mean, like, it's just in the last few minutes. It's gone Broncos. 62% to 38%. All right.
Later, Michael.
All right. Good morning, good evening, good night, where the hell you guys are at. We will see you tomorrow. Good luck in your lineups today. If you've set your Thursday guys, be sure you put them in your main lineup and not your Thursday flex. You don't want to screw yourself if something happens in practice tomorrow, or walk through Saturdays. So, again, I'll see you guys later, and we will catch you maybe tomorrow. No promises.
No problem.
But for sure Sunday. Sunday morning, I have a spike bet. 4 freaking yards. Stupid Bateman and Davis. All right, guys. Take care. Hopefully we get a good game today. Later, guys.
Later.
Getting hype when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate.